Most times when I feel tired, it's usually my body. And it's okay because I can sleep it away or have a cold shower and maybe a cup of coffee and I'll be good. But there are times when I feel tired from within. And this can't be solved with maybe more sleep. It needs something different because it's a different kind of tiredness. It's a soul or mental tiredness. And this happens when you are out of sync with your inner self and all you feel is exhausted and drained. And but your body feels fine. Still you don't want to work, you don't want to do anything. And that's soul tiredness. So in today's video I'm going to talk about soul tiredness and how to deal with it. So stick around. Hey everyone, I'm Yashodeep Basnet, a self-proclaimed self-improvement nerd from 7 years. And I'm a massive soul tired kind of guy. I usually used to get mentally tired or soul tired like every 3 months or so. And what I used to do was I used to get into my man cave and I would be like a person who is afraid of interaction. Just don't come close to me kind of guy, right? And it used to take about days or maybe a week for me to get back on track, right? And I guess that was how I recovered. And not gonna lie, that was low key therapeutic. But it was in the past. Now I can actually feel good without those things. Yes, sometimes I get the whole mentally tired or soully tired still, but what I do is I do not need days or weeks to feel good now. And I understand when you have to feel this every week, every 3 months, every 6 months, you're tired and you don't know why, and it's from within, and it's mostly because you are not satisfied with what you are. Because life nowadays, we have to pretend, we have to be wearing masks everywhere we go, and we have been so disconnected with our inner self. And soul tiredness and mental tiredness happens when our inner self wants to get out, right? When it needs a break and some rest, like actual rest and some honesty. And by rest, I do not mean laying down on bed and scrolling through reels for the whole day. I meant real rest. Now let's take this imaginary friend of mine, Adam. He's a good worker. He does everything he has to, right? He eats well, sleeps well, and gets up well. He works out, he smiles at everyone. He wakes up early, goes to work, right? Earns some decent money, but he feels tired. He feels exhausted. His body is fine, but he feels exhausted. Now, he doesn't know why. But you know what? He has been living a life that was perfectly curated by others. He was following this expectations of what others wanted, others wanted him to do. And this constantly he was having an internal conflict with himself that even he did not know he was having. And that made him feel exhausted, tired, his brain powered. He lost all his brain power in that conflict. So he has to keep going to work. He can't skip that. But he has to keep pretending more and more to smile and so that he's fine. But when it's alone, he crashes, right? And that happens to most of us, right? So the fact that he hasn't accepted the fears he hasn't been honest with himself, and he hasn't asked himself to be honestly, he hasn't asked himself that, what the hell am I doing with my life? And this is the reason he's drained. Now, if you see Adam and you can relate with him, I'll tell you something. You don't have to struggle like that. Adam is an extreme case, right? But still, right? If you relate to him even a bit, right? You don't have to struggle like that. All you need to do is these things I'm going to tell you, right? It's gonna be very easy. And that's what I use to get out of the rut myself. After you start down this video, I want you to shut down every other devices, electronic devices. Just skip one timer, right? And I want you to sit in silence by yourself. No background music, no white noise, no books, nothing. Just you and your thoughts and a timer, a 15-minute timer, right? Because you are the person who's closest to yourself, but you are the person who doesn't know yourself the most. So you need to know yourself you need to know the inner self. He wants attention and you aren't giving him any. So he's gonna fight back, he or she, whatever your inner soul is, right? And now, You know what happens? After you do this, you need to treat it like a date, because you need to know more and more about him. Get excited about it. That time, just separate a 15-minute time for yourself, and you, like, in a day, and get excited about it and ask stuff about yourself to your inner self. Sometimes you wouldn't know the answer, sometimes you would know the answer, but it is fun, right? Second, you need to admit what you feel. Maybe it's jealousy, maybe it's envy, maybe it's sadness, it's anger, it's a ugly feeling, or it's a mix of everything, right? You need to admit it. Like, okay, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling the mix of anger and guilt. I don't know why. And then ask yourself, why do I feel this way? And you will reach to a conclusion. And this will make it so much lighter in your head. It will, I think it has a word called psychoanalysis, right? Self psychoanalysis. So you can do that, right? I might be wrong, okay? I'm no psychologist by any means, but I just heard it somewhere, right? Third is set boundaries on people and things and habits, everything. Cut some things that are not unnecessary. Learn to say no to things that are unnecessary. Focus and follow your goals, because when you do that, it helps you find a purpose and work towards it, and you are not going into some destructive stuff, right? When you have discipline to say no, and when do not you do not go to destructive people, destructive things, and destructive habits, your brain that is brainwashed or addicted to some stuff or substance will revert back to its normal state, right? And it will start processing like a normal human. And let me tell you, when your brain gets back to a normal wavelength, you do not know how powerful your brain is, because of all the stimulus in the world going on right now. Our brain has been losing its capacity, right? You will finally find out that how clear your brain is and how powerful it is. So that's why you need to clear your head and cut unnecessary things out. And if you want to know how to follow the goals, or how to set the goals, comment goals in the comment below, right? Even one comment is enough, right? If you write goal, I'll make a video about goal. And even if you don't, I'm still gonna make the video about it, because I really want to make a video about goals. Now, and finally, make small changes. Like I say every time, small changes that align with the goals, because that will make you feel like you are achieving something in your life. You are moving towards something, right? You are progressing, and life does not feel stale. It does not feel like, I'm not doing anything, or this life is such a freaking struggle, right? All that, right? Even if it's a hobby, it does not matter. Like, you want to learn drawing anime as a digital art, go on, do it, right? You don't need to change your whole career. You don't need to set goals like, I want to be a billionaire, to just, you know, be, be cool about it, and just focus on your things that are important to you and your inner self. Before going, I'm going to leave you with this quote from Caroline Miss. It goes like, the soul always knows how to heal itself. The challenge is to silence the mind. So if you want to silence the mind, you have to say everything you want. Let it say everything it wants. And if you want to know how to do that, how to keep your headspace clean, you can watch this video. And I'm gonna see you next time. Bye bye.